Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hypnic Crow. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you to each and every one of you guys, the returning subscribers and the new subscribers. I am thankful for each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart and soul, and ever so grateful for all the support and love that you've been giving me on my journey. Alright, so this video is for the star sign of Capricorn for these 2 weeks of November 30th through December 12th for love. And what we're going to do is we're going to check in on the energies. You can see how this side labeled you, this side labeled them. You can use your intuition with the energies in which you feel connected to. Otherwise, this will represent you, the viewer, okay, and the person that you are connected with, alright, that you're watching the video for them. Alright, so Capricorn, so let's go ahead and get started here. So we have on December 7th a full moon in sidereal Taurus and tropical Gemini. So after we watch the video messages, after we watch the messages about love, I will pull a moon card and a couple of other cards and as advice from the universe about this situation. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, Capricorn. So the first question is the purpose that you two are crossing paths. What's the purpose between Capricorn and them? The person crossing paths. What is the purpose? For that, I'm going to pull 3 cards. One from the Romance Angels that I am shuffling, and one from the Lessons and Life's Purpose cards. So Romance Angels, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your spiritual upbringing and our religious upbringing and spiritual paths. So you two, the reason, the purpose for you two crossing paths, it has to do with your journeys. There is a crown chakra activation perhaps happening between one or both of you, Capricorn, where you're going to see how 2 paths I feel are going to merge together, where one or the other one is going to prove a point about, like it's going to be a point or a factor about each path. I feel like there could be a meeting or some sort of a compromise here. But I do feel it does have something to do with how you guys were brought up, the journeys of how you guys are brought up. Perhaps one was religious based, church, label, religion, or any other one was more of a path of more spiritual, more in tune with the soul's voice. Alright, so the lesson, this is a lesson card as to what's the purpose of you two crossing paths. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Right, so definitely goes back to that swaying of back and forth, right? So you guys were meant to cross paths to accept that maybe there's a factor that's playing in this relationship of how you guys are brought up as children, and the how the 2 paths are correct, right? You guys are both correct on it's like a major factor, right, of trusting each other's journeys, and you know, and how you guys are brought up to trust that situation. Like part of you, for some of you, again, the upbringing could be a baptized into a certain religion, and the other one maybe was not baptized, but you may have similar beliefs where you guys are learning to trust, okay, that this is something that is playing a role in this relationship of our how we were brought up, okay, from a childhood in our family situation. All right, so let's pull another card here as to the purpose, Capricorn, and them, the person that they are watching this video for. What's the purpose for their crossing? Music, your connection to music is healing for others and yourself. So there is a definite music interest that is the reason why you guys cross paths. The reason why you guys cross paths is connected to a musical talent or going to see music. Perhaps is when you guys are going to cross paths. And for some of you, you may feel like this is destiny. That you guys met here in this relationship is destiny, because this is a very common trait between you two. And I feel like there was an immediate click. But there is a factor that plays, the fact that maybe one of you is like very religious and you know that your family would not approve of this person that you're clicking with. So there is a purpose behind it, and the purpose is there's a major healing coming that is see, like, I feel like, again, the merging of these two different belief systems. And when I think about music, I feel like music not only is healing, but music can also like help you focus, right? Focus that inner voice, focus on that inner voice, focus on the what your soul is telling you with the purple energy, that spiritual voice, the purple and teal purple. All right, so that is the reason for you two crossing paths, is to just learn to trust the differences in this relationship and how you were brought up and how you're viewing religion. And I feel like the common connection is music. You're going to meet this person at a concert, or already have met this person at a concert, and there's going to be an instant click. All right, okay, so let's keep going here. The question number 2 is, both of you guys' energies when you watch this video, Capricorn, both of you guys' energies. So Capricorn, this will be your energy. Capricorn, this is Capricorn's energy, so this will be the you side. If you resonate with the them side, that's fine as well, but Capricorn's energy when they turn on this video, Capricorn's energy. Oh, we got the heart chakra. So the heart chakra in reverse. So you are, again, I feel like there's definitely a common interest as a love for music, and I also feel like for you, Capricorn, you find music very healing, very soothing for the heart space. I feel like a lot of you, it could very well be music. I feel like a lot of you, Capricorn, I feel like you're coming into this energy and you feel blocked because you feel that this person's belief systems are going to block this ability to use your music for healing because of their personal belief systems, because of how they were brought up, is what I feel. And I feel like there's a lesson in trusting that inner muse, trusting what you feel, because you know that you heal through your music. I feel a lot of you, this could be meditation music, but this music is very healing, and I feel like this is a way for you as well, Capricorn, to perhaps relieve some stress through these musical talents. For some of you, you could play a specific instrument, and for you, it's very relaxing. It helps you to open up and express yourself, and that's how you do it. It's through your musical talent or playing this musical instrument. And you like just play from the soul, right? You express yourself from the soul. And you're very non-religion. I mean, I feel like you're not biased against this person in their belief system, but I feel like you definitely stand in your own personal belief system as well. And it's very spiritually guided is what I feel for you. And I feel like it's like you feel brokenhearted because of the fact that this is a factor in this relationship. It's a big factor is what I feel. So let's pull a card for them. How are they coming in to what's their energy like when you turn on this video and you start watching for them, the person you're connected to, the person you're thinking about. Alright, how is this person's energy? How are they coming into it? Okay, yeah, choose your battle. So the seven of wands. So yeah, there's a definite standing up the ground, like major, perhaps a major face off about this situation, about how you guys are on two different paths when it comes to religion and when it comes to spirituality. You're definitely not seeing eye to eye. And you feel brokenhearted because I feel like you really connected with them. I feel like it was a quick connection. But yeah, choose your battles, and it's like you had to choose. You had to make a choice of whether or not you want to go forward with this person because of this differences of opinions. I do feel, again, there's like this major head-to-head. The lesson is, to trust it. There's a reason for perhaps you to cross in this path. And that's what I feel, that's the lesson for you, Capricorn, is trusting that there is a reason why you two crossed each other's paths. And the reason is to open your heart, for one, Capricorn, to open up that heart chakra, remove this blockage of not being able to trust moving forward, all right? And I feel like that's why they are, I feel like you guys are bumping heads because of this trust issue. And it's very heartbreaking, and I feel like what you need to do is face this factor that's within your heart as to why you guys can't perhaps see things eye to eye, and just continue moving forward without trying to stand it. I'm right, or I'm right, right? I'm right. Who's bigger? Whose path is better? Whose path is right? Is what I feel. And it is definitely causing that imbalance in this relationship because of that, is what I see here. All right, so let's move on to the next question is, what is coming towards you this week, and how are they thinking and feeling towards you? So what is coming towards you? First thing we're going to see is, how are they thinking? What are they thinking when it comes to you? What are they thinking when it comes to you? And how are they feeling when it comes to you, Capricorn? How are they thinking and how are they feeling when it comes to you, Capricorn? Yeah. I feel like they are thinking, okay, I'm in a period of darkness here, but, I see a light. I see a way out, right? I see a light that maybe I need to open up my mind to a different point of view when it comes to a journey, because again, we cross paths for a reason. Um, Maybe I need to stand down and make a different choice and see their side of life for a second, right? Um, and see that maybe I'm just a small portion of a bigger world. And that's exactly what I feel, because a lot of religions put you in that control situation, like my way is the only way. And I feel like you should be open to any way. You should be able to pick what your belief system is without having conflict. And I feel like your person, and when they think of you, is kind of thinking that way. Like, we cross paths for a reason. What light or what lesson are they bringing to me? Why do I feel so triggered? Is what I feel. They're seeing that. They're seeing something. And it has a lot to do with some truth about spirit. I feel like somebody is going through a awakening, perhaps in their heart chakra. All right. So what is coming towards you? What's the emotion? How are they feeling towards you? This is the areas of love. How are they feeling towards you, Capricorn? Fire in my soul, inspiration. So how are they feeling towards you? They feel this spark within you. Just like I said, when you two crossed paths, there was this instant spark between you two. But then I feel like you bumped heads because of how you were brought up, and I feel like one was brought up more religious, they were baptized, and the other one was brought up as more as a free spirit. Like, they chose what they wanted to choose. They followed that inner voice. They followed that inner guidance. And the other one was on a very strict, I feel, kind of routine. They went to church on Sunday. They followed the Bible. That religious, that, whatever religion they chose, so to speak. So your person definitely felt that spark in their heart, just like you felt, Capricorn. You both felt it. And it sparked some sort of a light. And okay, why did we meet? What's the purpose of us meeting at this concert? If it's like instantly we agree to disagree, right? And let's go ahead and clarify that. That's exactly what I felt when the first couple of cards I pulled is this situation. So let's clarify it. How this person that you are watching this video for, Capricorn, and how they're viewing you as somebody who's guiding them. Oh, okay. Defense mechanism, sharp and ascending. Right? Defense, right here. The 7 of Wands defines it. Again, you are defensive. You're both defending your spiritual journeys. Sharp and assertive. Defense mechanism. Very cutting. Very icy. Very strong-willed. With the bear coming through there. That's how they're viewing you. They're thinking about you this week. What's coming towards you and how they're thinking about you. Very sharp, very cold, very icy, very strong-willed, very assertive, right? But again, Seven of Wands energy, them standing in Seven of Wands, standing in your defenses, right? Standing sharp in your belief systems when it comes to past. Like, everybody has the right to choose their journey. You have free will. You can choose in my way of believing, or I can choose to believe in yours, but I don't. But that's okay. Can we agree to disagree? I felt this spark with you. I was defensive because that's the only way I've known. Now you opened up my eyes to seeing something differently. And it's very healing. It's helping me to awaken to that spark within my soul and to trust it. Alright, that's what I see here. So let's go ahead and pull. I did believe, yeah, another card flipped over. The Sun, illumination and growth. Yeah, they're feeling it. They're feeling that spark in their heart. Fire, Sun, fire. So for some of you, your person in our heart is feeling it in their heart as well. They know the spark is there in their hearts, and they're inspiring. Your view is inspiring them to see the light of another point of view. That is what I see. What is coming towards you. So what do you need to know, Capricorn? What do you need to know? So we're going to start off with some letters in your person, or could be a nickname, could be letters in your name, a nickname between you two. So let's go ahead and pull some letters for Capricorn. So we have an A coming through with the number 1 on it, and we have an N, an A, so an Anna right off the bat, an Anna, or Anna, or Raina, Rowena, but Anna for definitely. Wow, that's pretty, like, right on, like, the right out there name. And this could be row 11, right? Row 111, like, you know what I mean? Row 11, first row, 11 seats. First row, third seat. You don't know. It's something with the row, I feel, at that concert where you met, where you may have enjoyed this sunset, and there was just like this instant spark between you two. And then you started talking, and you started conversing, and you started opening yourselves up, and then you got to the point of religion, and it was just like, boom, you guys bumped heads. But I feel like they're coming back around to tell you, look, you ignited something within me. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about that conversation and how perhaps we left it. And it's like through that, you awoke something within me, this light. Alright, so let's pull some more messages, and these messages could be details or something that they are feeling towards you, something that, we're just going to pull some messages, details about this person, or details, we'll just pull, like I said, something they're thinking, something they're feeling. Right, so let's go ahead I'm just, alright. Immature, childish, yeah, which makes perfect sense. Somebody was very immature, someone was very childish, somebody was unwilling to stand down and see the other's point of view. They could have had red, such as it says red hair. Maybe they had red hair, or they had, red, something with the color red. Maybe both seen red. Okay, so let's keep going. Maybe you had red hair and it caught their attention. Virgo. So Capricorn, this person could have been a Virgo or had Virgo traits. My head has a clear picture of what I want for my future. Yeah. And it's because you have this clear vision through the shaping of how you were brought up. So that clear picture is of how you want it may not be your other person's picture of their journey, but still there was this click, and there was a lot of fireworks, red, a lot of fire. And then somebody was very immature, somebody was very childish with their words, very hurtful, try to prove themselves as right, because I know, right? I see clearly. My heart sometimes blinds me to what I need to see. Yeah. So somebody's heart blinds them, right? The heart chakra. Somebody's heart blinds them to the truth. Of the clear picture about journeys, about different people's upbringing, such as, I was brought up religious and then I turned spiritual, right? You're like, what? Well, this is what I mean. Like, I chose to become free spirited, to believe what I wanted to believe in. Okay, yeah, my head keeps reminding me that I cannot trust love. So it's about their head, definitely. Their head clearly sees, right? How their heart blinds them, them emotions blind them from trusting their inner voice. That is what I see. So let's go ahead and pull some more messages. Perhaps something this person's going to come in and tell you. Capricorn, something this person's going to come in and tell you. I wish I had told you how much you really meant to me. Yeah. I wish I had told you. I felt that spark. I did. You opened my eyes. You illuminated me in my heart space. Something that was blinding me. Something that made me see that maybe I was in the dark about something. Right? Boundaries, firm boundaries are needed now. I feel like they're telling you, I put this boundary around my heart, and this boundary blocked me from seeing something more clearly. This boundary blocked me from me not only telling you about this spark, but it also protected me from telling you that. It was all for protection. I can't take this anymore, so they're really being pushed to the mark. I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to, so they have definitely been looking at you. They've been searching for you through social media, and they feel like they're being pushed to the edge here. And they are really wishing that they could come in and tell you how that this emotion was actually this fence around my heart was actually blocking me from clearly seeing that maybe we were destined to cross paths for a reason. I do feel like this person has definitely set some boundaries. Somebody needs to set boundaries, or somebody already has set boundaries. But I feel like if you haven't met this person, you're going to meet this person at a concert, or you already have met this person at a concert. And I feel like the first thing, maybe you notice the synchronicity of ones, and it made you wake up to something, made you see something, because you may be more on the spiritual side, maybe empath, even psychic, and the other person wouldn't have believed you if you would have told them about seeing the synchronicity. That is what I see. That's what you need to know. Alright, that's what I see as far as what you need to know. So you do need to set some boundaries with this person, because I feel like one of you or the other one perhaps overstepped that boundary. One was like, I'm bigger than, you know what I mean? Like, poof, like poofed out. Like, I'm da 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 da, I'm right. And that's the only way there is. And I feel like that I feel like that then you had to set this boundary with them because of that situation. You either see the reason for your lack of trust, because I feel like there could have been a trigger here. You could have been out on a date with somebody else, or, or just out hanging out with some friends, right? Somebody could have got jealous. Alright, so what's next? Let's pull some advice from Spirit. So the moon's energy for you, Capricorn, is in Sidereal Taurus and tropical Gemini on the 7th. So let's go ahead and see how this moon's energy is affecting this situation. How is this moon's energy affecting this situation for Capricorn? Nothing is yet set in stone. Exactly. Nothing is yet set in stone, because there is still some emotional imbalance due to you two bumping heads. So take the space that you need to get yourself under control, so that when you guys cross paths again, you don't bump heads. You'll be able to stand and talk, perhaps calmly, about the situation. So nothing is yet set in stone until you both calm down, because somebody definitely overstepped a boundary here. And somebody has been looking at the other person, wanting to tell them, listen, I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. I wish I wouldn't have overstepped that boundary. I wish I'd have just been more honest with you. Right, so angel answers for the viewer. Some advice. Listen to your intuition. Exactly, right here. Trust that inner voice. So you, the viewer, Spirit is telling you nothing is yet set in stone, but listen to your inner voice. Trust the music that your soul is singing to you. Trust it. That inner voice is going to guide you through this situation. I feel like for some of you, it may be about trusting emotions. If you know that it's not the right time to reach out, then don't do it, right? Don't overstep that boundary again. Don't allow them to overstep that boundary if you need still some time to heal from this situation, because I feel like sparks flew, like there was an instant attraction at the same time. It escalated and sparks flew because you guys you guys were too hot-headed into I'm right situation. So let's go ahead and pull a message from your guides on advice about the situation. A message from your guides about the situation. Be yourself. Absolutely. Enforce them boundaries. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to stand your ground, but at the same time, you know, like, just understand, right? I kind of feel like it goes back to understanding that everybody has their own specific path that they're meant to go on. I feel like a lot of you, or if you're asking if this is the one or if you guys are meant to be, I feel like nothing is yet set in stone because you are co-creating with the divine. So you need to trust your intuition. You know, absolutely. Look at the colors, purple, blue, and pink. Purple, blue, and pink, right? Trust your intuition. Let's pull a chakra wisdom card here for final advice. Final advice. Yeah, guilt. So don't allow somebody to make you feel guilty, is what I feel here is the advice. Don't allow somebody's emotion to play the guilt game with you. Be yourself. Trust when the right time is to iron the situation out is what I feel. Until then, keep a firm boundary and don't overstep anybody else's boundary. Be yourself. Trust your intuition. And don't allow somebody in the background to be telling you, well, you need to do this or you need to do that. You may need to set some boundaries with other people as well. Also, too, with the nothing is just set in stone, I also feel like they're telling you to definitely take the time to calm down before you do something you may regret later. Whoever is watching this video, to take the time to calm down. That way you can think clearly, right? Because your head's not thinking clearly. Why? Because of your emotion. So take the time to calm down so you can clearly think about how to iron out this rift between you two. Because if you don't, you know, then who knows what'll happen. But take the space is what they're telling you. Take the space, because you're creating your reality this week. So that is what I feel for you, Capricorn. Thank you for watching and have a great week.